Brad, the microphone is live, Brad.
To quote Toto, you better watch out. There's a stranger in town.
Here we are, you guys. We're getting ready for another Landmark Live. Take this opportunity to share this video on your page. Hit like or comment. It's actually freestyle tonight, so if you have a question or a comment, type it in, and Brad and I will tackle that sucker.
Tackle it hard.
Form
tackling.
And we're not even wearing pads.
Or pants. Now I sound like Cameron.
No pants tonight.
No pants.
Let's see if I got this shared on the
Not even wearing
page.
pads. Oh, God. Like Ivan would have the kicker pads. I could see him as a kicker.
Yes, this
he would have
one face,
one bar,
one
on the
bar
face
across
mask.
her face.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Then there's me.
So tell your friends, everybody, that we're going to go live here in a second. Right now, we're just killing time for everybody to share this to the page, and I'm going to share it to my page.
I'm shared.
As soon as I share it to mine, we're actually going to start the show. And I think I have just done that. So, camera girl Cindy, whenever you are ready. I see Connie Barrington McCann is watching the show. That's good.
Hey, we caught our special guest in a wardrobe malfunction to start the show. Brad Carl adjusting his pants as the show opens. Brad, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Good to see you, Ivan. Always a pleasure.
Welcome back. It's a special episode tonight. We like to think it's special because it's freestyle. We're opening it up to whatever you guys want us to talk about. Well, we have a couple of things that we're going to bring up no matter what they say.
Correct.
But if you folks at home have a question or a comment or a topic that you'd like us to comment on or tackle in any way, we're going to do that. It's our funny man, Brad, the artist formerly known as Brad Westmar, now known as Brad Carl.
Yes.
Former radio man in Iowa. Let's tell everybody, for the folks at home who may not be familiar with Brad Carl, and if you're not, where the hell have you been? The man is a media icon. Throughout the Midwest. Right. So, Brad, tell us a little bit about your history.
I grew up in Iowa and went to high school in Iowa and was in radio in Iowa, real radio. The real radio where you actually get a paycheck. I was in real radio. And then moved to Kansas City about 20 years ago. That's the short story. Got out of radio, got a real job, like, for example, working at the Platte County Landmark. It's not where I work, but if I did, that'd be what would be considered a real job.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And working, regular type banker hours and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I missed radio.
What do you actually do to make? I know you do some writing. How do you get your paycheck these days? What are you doing?
I'm a salesman.
Are you? What do you sell?
Snake oil.
Snake oil sales.
Yes.
You gave up used cars.
Yes.
Now selling snake oil.
Yes. No, the honest answer is I'm in the textile bag and packaging industry. That's the easy answer. Textile bag. Burlap.
Gotcha.
Sandbags.
That time we were in the basement, we found an old burlap sack. Can you peddle that to somebody?
Probably not, because I think that was one that somebody went to the bathroom in. Right? Isn't that right?
Well, it could have been.
I don't know.
It had been used.
Yes. So maybe not. Although we do deal in used bags too.
Do you?
Yes. But I will say this real quick too. I think you'll appreciate this, and I've told you this before. I work from home, which is great.
Right.
I hope I never screw it up.
Right.
Because I get more work done working from home because there are no coworkers bothering me.
Right.
Constantly. Well, they call me, stuff like that. But there's nobody stopping in your doorway going, "Hey, did you see Live PD last night?" Or something like that.
Right.
It's straightforward. So I love it.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Guys, comment and give us a topic that you'd like Brad to tackle. Now, some of Brad's interests include sports, but he's a book writer. He's a media expert. So if you've got a comment on or a question on any form of Kansas City media, Kansas City TV personality, radio personality, anything to do with Kansas City media, we're going to tackle that whether you want to or not. Okay,
yeah.
So jump on in if you have a specific person or event or any current event topic that you'd like us to tackle as well.
Music.
Music. Brad is a music mogul. We've got all kinds of... And by the way, I haven't mentioned this yet. Travis Tritt tickets tonight, you guys.
Now that's a guy.
That's a guy.
That's a guy. He's a man's man. He looks like a man.
He does.
There's no doubt about it.
He does, and he sings like a man.
He's singing like a man.
So,
yeah.
Travis Tritt tickets. Travis will be at Ameristar next month, I think it is. Anyway, it's coming up soon. Travis Tritt, you're going to love those tickets. That's the prize tonight. And we have a sponsor tonight. I almost forgot to tell you. Our sponsor tonight is Susan Stewart. Are you looking to sell your home? Well, get on it. It is a seller's market right now in Platte County, you guys. And Susan Stewart of Keller Williams Realty has a spring special for you. From now through April 30th, her listing fee is only 1%. That is amazing. And with that 1% listing fee, you're going to get 25 professional photos of the home that you're trying to sell, plus 2 hours of home staging consultation from Susan. So call Susan Stewart at 816-541-2830. Susan Stewart, remember the name.
I got a comment about that wonderful live spot, by the way. Speaking of radio, it's almost like you were in radio.
I almost am. I'm in fake television.
Fake television, exactly. I was going to say that when you mentioned her listing fee, the first time you said it, I had to do a double take, and I said, did he just say listening fee? And I'm thinking to myself, he's either a psychiatrist, right?
Right.
Or wouldn't that be great to just be able to listen to music all day long and charge people a fee?
Yeah.
Like I'll listen to your bad record, your bad album.
If you pay me.
If you pay me, yeah, and I'll tell you if it's any good or not.
Well, there are so many wannabe artists out there that they might pay you.
Maybe I should start a Patreon page.
Because you've got the trained ear for that.
Trained ear.
Years in radio.
Yes,
that'd be awesome.
I like to think that I do.
Now, if you listen to Travis Tritt, would you give Travis a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Come on.
Well, no,
keep in mind we're giving away Travis Tritt tickets.
I know. Let me put it to you this way: whatever Travis Tritt is doing, he's doing it right. How long is Travis Tritt? How long have you? I mean, everybody knows that name, right?
Yeah, he's been around since the early '90s.
Yeah, he's been around a long time. So whatever he's doing, you think there's plenty of flash in the pans in this in music, country music, pop music, whatever it might be. But Travis Tritt, whatever you're doing it right. Not a huge country music fan here, but I know that name, and so he's doing a good job, whatever it is.
And he even told the people, "Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Call somebody who cares." And there's still people around there like they must care because
exactly.
He's hung around, and he is still in the biz, still doing tours.
Can't beat that.
Now let's talk a little bit. Oh, we've got a question already.
Oh, I like it.
Mike asks, the building boom in the county, what's it mean for the county? Well, I hope that the building boom takes off. There's some development proposed east of Platte City, housing development going in over there. There's some new homes going up over Tracy. Down south, it always seems like there's something going on, but right now, when homes go up for sale in Platte County, they sell quickly. Now you're down in the Berry Road area, right?
Yeah.
Is the market down there booming? Have you paid any attention?
It's coming back around for sure, and honestly, we might be in the market here, hopefully in the next year or two as well, and looking forward to hopefully checking it out at the right time. So yeah, it's coming around.
Yeah, especially to sell right now. Because homes, especially up here in Platte City, everybody wants in up here. And so when a home goes up for sale, it is selling quickly up here. I don't know if I'm assuming Berry Road's the same way.
Probably very similar. In fact, it's probably even better around here, to be honest. Just knowing what's going on here, and I'm also wondering if he's also talking about just the influx of businesses and things coming in too. That's a big thing going on here too.
Now the Burlington Creek down on 64th Street, I-29 64th in the Parkville area, that is really taking off. Now Zona Rosa has some problems. Okay, Zona's got some problems, but the building boom, I think, obviously, and when we get airport construction going, that's going to be good. Okay?
That's true too.
That's going to help. And so that I'm not sure exactly what he's focused on, but if Mike wants to be more specific with his question, we'll tackle it. But in the meantime, Brad, let's get into quickly our bracket battle.
Yes.
In the NCAA tournament.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and you told me, because I encouraged you to enter this year, and you did.
Mm-hmm.
But you warned me that you're not really into college basketball, don't watch it that much. But yet your score is pretty damn good, man.
Thank you. I had no idea where I was at. I didn't get a chance to check out the paper, and so I'm actually ahead of you, which
Yes.
means that I am in good position to get a free subscription, which
Yes,
is
you are.
fantastic.
Which would be good.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, you know. And because the only other thing I read is my own stuff. But yeah, I'm glad that you encouraged me to get in it. I must admit that I wrote all my picks down on a whim, very, very at the last minute, if I remember correctly. And my daughter's so excited now that she wants to get in it next year. And in fact, I need to get home after the show tonight and get back because she wants to watch some March Bradness.
That's why we're here.
With me.
March Bradness with Brad
right.
Carl, you
That's
guys.
right. Yes.
Yes. Give us a topic, and Brad will go freestyle on that thing. It's Freestyle Friday on a Thursday night, you guys. That's how freestyle this show is tonight. We're going to rock and roll.
I know what I'm doing. He knows what he's doing. Just bring it. Bring it.
Yeah, no, I don't
You're not doing so well, by the way.
I'm not. I was just going to try to approach that. I want you to buy a copy of the paper, so I'm not going to tell you how bad I'm doing or how good I'm doing. But let's just say Brad is ahead of me, okay? And he didn't watch any basketball this year. I watched quite a bit of college basketball, and I'm not doing as well as Brad. So, and one year we had, what was it, a third grader that won the contest or fourth grader? Like 2 years ago, we had a third grader or fourth grader win the contest. So that tells you that this thing is wide open.
Yeah.
Anybody can win this thing.
Yeah.
This tournament's a crap.
It's more wide open than the tournament itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And I think that the person that's in first place in our contest, by the way, she works for the Landmark. Her name is Valerie Verkamp. But the contest is not fixed, okay? Valerie has Purdue, I think, winning it all. So I don't really think that's going to happen. But hey, look, I can't complain. She's in first place.
I hope it doesn't because I don't have Purdue there.
Because if Purdue does win it, obviously Valerie's in great shape. But if they don't, it's going to be wide open for anybody to jump in front there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And how about some of the good basketball and some of the bad basketball, by the way? I got to tell you, I have seen more air balls in this tournament than I've ever seen in my entire daughter's fourth grade basketball season. I'm not kidding you.
Let me say this: that K-State versus UMBC game on Sunday was painful to watch. It was bad basketball. But,
Yeah,
you know,
it was.
Did you watch part of that
Yes,
game?
yes,
It was
yes.
hard to hang with.
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah, and I did a
definitely.
little channel flipping just because the quality of basketball in that game was not good.
It was not good.
Now there were some great games over the weekend,
Yes.
but that was not one of them.
No, that was not one of them. But and that's what thing. I watch passively until the last 5 minutes of every game.
Yeah.
You know, unless it's really bad, like that game. Or there's another one that I think it was Clemson blowing out Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! You know, you didn't have to watch that game. But you watch the last 5 minutes, you've seen enough. You're going to see the exciting parts of these games, and so that's when I really start to pay attention.
We've got a person asking which is better, a black bear or brown bear. Is he talking about craft beer or is he talking about the actual animal?
That doesn't sound. That
Is that
sounds like
craft
the
beer?
actual. No, I don't think so. I
Okay.
think that's the actual animal.
Black bear, yeah.
Not beer.
Yeah,
Black
okay,
beer or
okay.
brown beer.
Well, I don't know.
That's a
Brad.
racist question, Eric.
We're not going to tackle race. Black bear or brown bear?
Which is what? Better?
Now, there are some black bears in southern Missouri.
Explain better.
Explain better.
Yeah, explain better.
Explain
yeah, exactly,
better
exactly.
your question, Eric Jennings. Is that Eric
He
Jennings?
says freestyle.
Oh, we're just going to freestyle.
Well, I get it. I myself would prefer the black bear over the brown bear. There's something a little bit more sinister about the black bear. When you think about hanging around in the woods, you know, looking for a bear, you know, it doesn't.
Right. Well, I'm going to say,
You know, I'm thinking black bear.
and when you think style points and fashion, black to me is more of a style point thing.
Well, it's very slimming.
Yeah, it
So-
is slimming, and black. If people who wear black are viewed, black and red are viewed as sexy people. If you're wearing black or red, those are two sexy colors. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the black bear,
Yeah.
and so that's our favorite. Eric, any other questions?
That's
Eric,
a good.
jump
good
them out at us.
Either that or don't ask them, Eric. Whatever
Yeah.
you want. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, we touched on. Somebody said the words craft beer a minute ago, and that's one of your specialties, right?
It is, yeah. I know my craft beer. In fact, that's one of the other crazy things that I've got. I've got a craft beer YouTube channel. You can find it Craft Brew Crew on YouTube. And by the way, while we're pimping, I may as well pimp my actual website too, bradcarl.com. Very
Yes.
simple to remember. Yeah,
And if they want to find you on Twitter,
BradCarl22.
There you go. At Brad Carl 22. What's the 22 come from?
Yeah, it's my favorite number.
Okay.
And where that came from was growing up in Iowa. We didn't have professional sports teams, you know.
Yeah.
So in 1980-ish or so, we got cable TV for the first time. WGN was like the first channel that I really glommed onto. All those day game Cub games.
They had every Cubs game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I used to instead of getting outside and seeing people as a 11, 12-year-old boy, I laid down in the dark in the basement of my mom and dad's house and watched the Cub game all afternoon. My mom used to call me the mole because that's all I would do.
You were the great indoorsman.
Yes, exactly. I was the great indoorsman, checking for black bears in my mom and dad's basement. But real quick, Bill Buckner was my favorite player. His number was 22.
Okay.
That's where it came from.
WGN was awesome. Remember, they would have every Cubs game, and TBS would have every Braves game.
Yep.
So it was like any night you could either watch the Braves or the Cubs. They had more games on. You couldn't hardly watch a Royals game back then because they would maybe broadcast like 30 or 40 games a year on television. And unlike today when you can watch damn near every Royals game.
Right. We had the Mets games too on some New York channel back then. So at the time we had all three, Braves, Mets, and Cubs there for a while. But actually Dale Murphy was going for the big. I remember watching Dale Murphy go. He was going to hit like 94 home runs or something like that one season. But you know how it is. They slow down, right, Moose? And then they don't quite get as far. So,
and I haven't watched any spring training games yet. Have you?
No,
I haven't either.
No.
But everybody says Moose looks really good this year. But there's been years past where Moose showed up maybe wearing some beer weight. Perhaps.
Well, I was just going to say that Moose would have done himself a favor if he could have gone to Chicago and played for the White Sox again. Black is very slimming.
Yes.
And if he would have, I think he would have looked good in a White Sox uniform.
That would have made him some money.
Yeah, I think so. But by the way, talking about sports real quick, and I think we probably alluded to this a few times over text messages, and on Twitter, but boy, did his agent do him a disservice, Moose.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, that guy. No, look, there's no baseball fan in this world who says I'm a fan of Scott Boras. I love Scott Boras. Nobody likes the sports agent, clearly. But that right there is the reason why the players should be thinking twice about even having a sports agent. You know what? If they're throwing all this money at you, do you really need an agent to help you make a decision?
No. You just need a personal attorney. Hey, look over this contract proposal for me. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
I mean, come on.
Exactly. And there you go. Hi, Moose. Welcome back. Even though you didn't want to be here. Welcome back.
And there are some local attorneys who I'm sure would have done that for Moose if he had just had
For a small percentage.
Oh, yeah.
Just a small percentage.
We got some right here on the square in Flat City.
Listening fee.
Yes, listening fee. We should charge. This should be a pay-per-view show. Don't you think?
We could do that.
I don't know how good it would be.
It's not going to happen on camera, though. You're going to have to keep me on full time. Cameras have channel. People.
If it was pay-per-view, Kamler would never wear pants, would he?
I know.
He'd be like, they're paying to see it.
I mean, I've been here before when they got to make him put pants on right before they turn the camera.
It's not good. It's bad. Guys, hey, if you're looking to sell your home, we've got a realtor for you. Susan Stewart of Keller Williams Realty. She has a spring special going on from now through April 30th. Her listing fee is only 1%. It's an amazing offer. You need to jump on it. You know it's a great time to sell right now in Platte County. And her listing fee of 1% includes 25 professional photos of your home, plus 2 hours of home staging consultation. Call our friend Susan Stewart at 816-541-2830. She'll get you lined up. 1% listing fee is amazing.
It is. I was going to say, using Susan's 1% fee, how much did Moose get again? 8 million?
I don't even know.
6 million? 4
I think
million? 3 million?
I don't know.
So what's 1% of that?
A lot.
It's a good money. Yeah. Susan might be able to retire on that.
She'd be good to go.
That's right.
Now, media personalities. Let's dive into that because you're a great observer of the media types. I mean, you and I have gone back and forth on Twitter about this because we both kind of get a kick out of the Kansas City weatherman. Now, who is good in? Let's start with the good.
Sure.
Who's good in Kansas City media right now?
Well, in anything, not just weather.
Right. You tackle anything you want.
You know, I got to, and it's not just because they're friends of the show and that the show has actually been there, but I got to say, KMBC themselves is doing a fine job. I really like their personalities. Even when things change, they seem to do a pretty good job with who they get in, and overall.
And they've got some Northlanders, you know. Michael Mahoney, one of their top veteran news reporters, is a Northlander.
Chris Ketz.
Ketzy.
Is he still up here?
Ketzy moved over to the Kansas side since he married Dana Wright. But yeah, he's a former Northlander.
Okay.
Who's on with Ketz? The female that's on with Ketz. She's a park. She's
Laura Moritz?
Laura Moritz.
Yeah.
She lives in
Laura.
the Park Hill School District.
Laura.
So lots of Northlanders there.
Yeah.
At Channel 9, and they are doing a good job.
I think they are. I really do. I don't want to. I can't really single any of them out necessarily. I mean, I make fun of everybody, so it's not.
So
I make fun of the KMBC people the same way I make fun of all the other ones. But it's KMBC who I watch the most.
Right.
You know, in fact, if I walk in the room and the wife's got it on another channel, I'm like, what in the hell?
Yeah. Give me Chris Ketz.
Exactly. Just the way I am and the way we are. But we know the others. We know the others. We know Gary Lezak.
Yeah.
We know. That's all really I can think of now. I can't name any other ones. Who's the short blonde girl? For the Fox, is the Fox station? No, it's not Fox. It's the other one. See, I get them all mixed up.
Well, yeah, there's so many of them.
Yes.
The short blonde girl.
Oh,
Lindsay Shively's.
thank you. That's the one. Yes,
I like her a lot.
Yes, Lindsay Shively's good. Yes,
I like her because one time I saw her at a news conference and she commented me on some stories that I had done. So I'm like, all right, she's now one of my favorite newscasters. She knows how to win friends.
Exactly.
Though I never watch morning TV, I'll be quite honest with you. The TV does not come on in the morning in my house.
That's mine didn't used to, but what's so great now is that working from home, I can still have it on in the background while I'm working. Now I don't have the volume turned up usually, but if something comes on that I want to hear, that's what rewind button is great.
Yeah, you know who I thought was good, speaking of the short blondes, was Kaylee Dion when she was Channel 41, the weather girl.
Saw a picture of you and her.
Yes.
She came up to your knees.
She did, and I'm a short guy, so you know how short she is. But yeah, we were at the soccer game. We would go to the Comets and play in the media soccer game at the Comets every year, and got to know her there a little bit. And yeah, she was really fun and very sweet and very nice. She's now in Chicago, doing good things.
Yes.
So congrats to her. Who's your favorite weather person these days?
Oh God, it's hard to have a favorite weather person because
they're all annoying.
Right, because they're the ones that annoy me more than anything else. I took a picture and tweeted this the other day. If you're not a Twitter person, you really should be, because Twitter's a great way to just, I don't know, express yourself in 160 characters or less.
Yes.
Right?
Well, yeah.
You know? I mean, here's the tweet right here, and I don't know if we can actually, I won't try to show it on the screen, but what's this gentleman's name? Nick Bender. Nick Bender was doing the weather in the morning on KMBC, and he had up on the screen severe thunderstorms, gusts 40 to 60 miles an hour, hail up to 1 inch, and a brief tornado. What is a brief tornado, Ivan?
I've never been in a brief tornado.
Are they
never even heard
dangerous?
that term before.
Right. I don't know. And I'm not really making fun of Nick as much as we like to make fun of the, hey, everybody, watch out, get your football helmets on. And
it's the look at me thing.
Yeah.
It's the weather folks are all like that, aren't they?
Exactly. It's not your fault, Nick. It's just it's in your blood the same way that certain things are in my blood or in Ivan's blood. It's just the way you are. It's okay. We appreciate what you do, though, during the storms. While my wife and daughter and dog are downstairs hiding under the couch, I'm still upstairs.
And you're outside on the
porch. Right, I'm still upstairs with watching you on TV and looking out.
Well, you got to step out on the porch.
Looking for a brief tornado.
If you're a Northlander, you got to step out on the porch when there's a tornado.
That's what we do.
What's going on?
Exactly. Exactly. More likely to hit up here, though, because you're kind of in the...
You're in like Tornado Alley or something, like tornado tunnels,
something like that here.
Yeah. You know, you want to avoid the trailer parks during a tornado warning because, I mean, you always hear about the tornadoes hitting the trailer parks, so do not go near the trailer parks.
I know you frequent them, so I be careful. Don't get.
Our ratings are high in the trailer parks.
I know they are. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. One guy, Grant Thompson, tonight says he's missing a rerun of Growing Pains just to watch this show. Now let's talk about Growing Pains. That was one of my favorite shows.
It's a great show.
Yeah. Well, Kirk Cameron.
Yes.
Was great on that show. The dad.
Dead. Alan Thicke.
He's dead.
He died.
Oh, that's right.
A couple years
ago.
ago.
His son is a singer now. What's the
Robin?
Robin Thicke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Robin Thicke. Joanna Kearns. Joanna Kearns, is that right?
Yeah.
Joanna Kearns?
She was cute when that show was
Tracy
on.
Gold. Who was fighting a nasty eating disorder during that show.
Did not
off and on. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And those are the main ones. Oh, and also that Playboy Bunny got her start there in the latter years of Growing Pains. The blonde girl. Grant knows her name.
Grant?
I can't.
Grant, who was the Playboy bunny?
Yeah, he'll know that. It was Julie something. Julie McCullough or something like that, I think was her name.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She played Kirk Cameron's girlfriend. That was a great show, though. I really liked it. Because for me, we're a little bit different in age, but I was a teenage kid when that show was on, so it really hit home. Everybody wanted to be Mike Seaver, Kirk Cameron's character.
Yeah, I had just started at the Landmark when that show was popular, so I would rush home on Tuesday nights. I think it was a Tuesday night show. And that was one that I would not miss. Another TV show that I liked way back in the 80s. Did you ever watch In the Heat of the Night with Carol O'Connor?
I didn't, but I get it.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Have you ever got the chance to see some of those reruns?
I should do that.
Out.
Yes,
it's really good.
Yes.
Give us another 80s show. The 80s were your era, man.
Well, you made it real quick. I mean, you're right. But if we back up even further and go to All in the Family with Carol O'Connor.
Yeah.
You know, I was just a little wee pup when my family was watching that. My grandparents would watch it. I had no idea why they loved this show.
And they would laugh, and you're like, why are we laughing?
Why is this a great show? And now you look back on it and you watch, you know, when you're in your 40s and 50s, you're like, oh, this show is great.
Yeah, it is. Though a lot of it would not be PC.
That's so ironic, right? When you look at it for what it was back, started in 1971. You think of the stuff that was going on that show, it would never fly nowadays.
No, they would not even try that.
No. Another show in the 80s, 90s that's funny, and is still the character or the actor is still big. It was Doogie Howser.
Doogie, yeah,
and also the Wonder Years, by the way, too, in the early '90s, right? And both those guys are still around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, '80s. What else? Oh gosh, it's funny. I should know all these.
You know, there was.
Well, Different Strokes was in the '70s and '80s.
You know, Joni Loves Chachi was in the very early '80s.
Did that even?
Joni has passed away.
That's true.
And Chachi, he's all in the news occasionally. He's kind of weird.
He's a little strange.
He's a little
strange.
A little weird. But
still calling himself Chachi.
He is.
Chachi Bayo.
I'm not sure that the money is still there for Chachi.
I don't think so. But happy. You know, all these shows that had the spinoffs. You know, The Jeffersons was a spinoff of All in the Family.
Yes.
A Good Times was another great '70s show. Then the '80s shows, you've got Give Me a Break. Remember Give Me a Break with Mel Carter?
Yeah.
I had a heck of a discussion with a buddy of mine. We were at a bar here, maybe not even a year ago. We were talking about Give Me a Break, and I posed the question to him. I said, without looking it up, is Nell Carter still alive? And do you know, Ivan? Is Nell Carter still alive?
I would not know.
I am pretty sure she did pass away. And I think the reason that I knew she had passed away, other than just a bad memory, is that you don't hear her or see her like at all, like anywhere. Like usually these people, you catch them somewhere.
Well, she'll be on some kind of Celebrity Apprentice show or something.
Right, exactly. So yeah, she passed away quite a while ago, I guess.
I did not know that.
That was a good show. I don't know why. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Was another big show.
It was, and the Cosby Show was big in the '80s.
Oh, that's true too. And boy, we had no idea how that was going to turn.
He was like America's father.
He was.
You know, he was looked at as America's father back then. Mm-hmm. And now look at him. Mm-hmm. You just never know, do you? Guys, we are visiting with Brad Carl. He's a media expert. He's an expert in all kinds of things: radio, books,
music,
being funny, selling bags and stuff.
Right. If you kill someone, you need a bag. Just let me know.
Body bags.
Right. Exactly.
He's a Platte County, and he used to be on the radio. He used to go by the name of Brad Westmar. His real name is Brad Carl. He's the man with two first names, the artist formerly known as Brad Westmar. We are doing March Bradness.
Yes.
Give us a topic. Hit us up with a question or comment. We will tackle it no matter how goofy it is. Brad, Live PD. You've told me this is your favorite show. I've never watched it. Yeah. Tell the folks at home, what the hell is Live PD and when can we watch it?
Well, most people... Oh, by the way, before we get into that, we got to hit that topic real quick. Because I forgot. I got my DVR set for that. Now, I think I'm probably the only man in America that's got his DVR set for that. But Roseanne is coming back.
Oh, the Roseanne.
It's like 10 episodes or 8 episodes or something like that.
Seriously.
That was another big 80s show.
It was, yeah.
You know, it was popular. They make it sound like it was groundbreaking. I really don't know how groundbreaking it really was, but it was certainly a different type of comedy, I guess, at the time.
Yeah.
So it's coming back, and I'm looking forward to
Now they're bringing back Dan.
They're bringing, even though he died, they're bringing him back.
Bringing him back.
Right.
The character died.
Right.
The actor's
right.
still.
No, so the actor's still alive. Right. They're not gonna weekend at Bernie's him or anything like that. So, yeah. So Roseanne, that's a great point.
Yeah.
But Live PD, if you've ever seen Cops, another 80s show, if I'm not mistaken, is when it started, early 90s, late 80s, something like that. It's very much like Cops, only it's like on steroids. Live PD basically has camera crews following police officers around in maybe half a dozen different areas in the country, live on Friday and Saturday nights. It's on A&E Network for like 3 hours, so it's 6 hours of fun every weekend. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
well, text me that
I will.
information. I'd like to record it if I don't watch it live, because I've heard you talk about it. Kamler has talked about it. I've never watched it, but it must be good.
It really is good. Now there are times when like the most boring parts are when they're like go to car accidents. I mean, I don't mean to not feel bad for people that are in car accidents, but that's not what I'm here to watch.
It's not good. It's not good TV.
Exactly, it's not good TV. Exactly, unless you're to show the car accident, then it's good TV. Right.
And why watch a car accident when you can watch a train wreck every Thursday night?
Exactly,
Here on Landmark Live.
here on Landmark Live. But honestly, I will end with this about Live PD, Ivan.
Okay.
Live PD should be required watching, required viewing for every family, every home in America. And the reason is because, A, you want to know how stupid you might look if you ever happen to get arrested, number one. And number two, it's good comedy. It's good. It tells you what not to do, and then also you can laugh at the people and say, I would never do that. So if you ever do find yourself with your hands behind your back and handcuffs,
yes,
you know how not to act.
Right.
Yes.
And do you recommend smiling for a mugshot, or do you give it the mean mug look?
It depends on how drunk I am, right? I mean, right?
I mean, at some point, that's the only picture of you that a lot of people are ever going to see. So you kind of want to look good, you know.
I would probably smile.
Yeah, okay.
But I have a hard time smiling on cue. You recall when we took some shots with
I
Dr. Dave?
recall that.
Yeah, I'm really bad at smiling on cue. Say something funny, and so I might not be able to do that in my mugshot. Let's hope I never have to find out.
That's bad news. Guys, we're going to play for some Travis Tritt tickets pretty soon. So if you're excited about Travis Tritt, you'll want to hit like or comment and hope that you get chosen to play along when I do some Travis Tritt trivia with Brad here. Brad's going to have to answer some Travis Tritt trivia. Say that 3 times fast.
Travis Tritt trivia.
There you go. That's coming up shortly for 2 tickets to see Travis at the Ameristar in Kansas City.
I need to look up some Travis Tritt songs.
You can't Google the answers. Okay, it's going to be a factor crap game. But yeah, look up some.
Only because I can't remember. I can't. No offense, Travis, but I can't think of any Travis Tritt songs. So I'm a Glenn Campbell guy myself.
Yeah, that's
also dead.
Yeah. Are you fans of anyone who's still alive?
Me,
a fan of dead people.
I'm a fan of myself.
Yes, I saw I was out in Colorado around Thanksgiving time, and there was a newspaper out there that they had done pictures of like 4th graders, and they had said, "What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for?" And they would run a picture of the 4th grader, and then a little paragraph about here's what this 4th grader is thankful for. There was a picture of a girl, and they said, "What are you thankful for?" She says, "I'm thankful for all the dead people because at least they tried." I thought that was
that's
interesting.
really,
that's the response that you don't often get.
Right, because kids have a different thought process.
And at least they tried.
Exactly. Now, speaking of mugshots, not to change the subject, but real quick. Oh, I can do that too. This is actually, speaking of Glenn Campbell, this is my favorite mugshot.
Oh my God.
This is. I don't know if you can get this on camera or not, but you can Google Glenn Campbell mugshot. Now that is a scowl. That is not a smile.
What had he been arrested for?
Drinking and driving.
Drinking. Okay,
that was his specialty.
That was his specialty.
I'm good at some things. Glenn was good at that.
Well, and he attracted the young girls because Tanya Tucker was very young when they started.
Yes, she got him into cocaine and that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he went south.
He's kind of did this. Exactly.
And Brad, March Bradness with Brad
Yes.
Carl, guys. If you've got a question or comment or a topic that you want us to tackle,
Thanks for reminding
Brad
us.
does some. He's an author now, and he's written a series of books, right?
Yes. I've
They're titled Gray
Yes.
Areas. Okay.
It's called Gray Areas. It's a 4-book serial. And one of the things, the flack that I've gotten for that was the fact that the first book was merely an introduction. And so it kind of gets the story going, and then it kind of leaves you hanging. Mm-hmm. And some people didn't like that very much. And I asked them, I said, did you watch Empire Strikes Back? Was the story over at the end of Empire Strikes Back? I don't think so. Do you remember that? Han was frozen? Right?
Never watched it, man.
Star Wars?
Never.
Wait a minute.
I've never ever watched Star Wars.
Wait a minute. We've had that discussion, haven't we?
Not on the air, but
that's one of your weaknesses.
I'm weak on sci-fi. Anything sci-fi, I don't give a shit. Okay? I'm not going to watch it. Okay. Sci-fi is not my thing. I'm a newspaper man. I'm into real. I verify shit. That's what I do. I don't watch sci-fi.
He sounds a little defensive about this.
I don't like sci-fi. I'm not doing sci-fi.
How much crap have you gotten before?
I'm just telling you the way it is. You'll never get me into it. I like real.
That's fine. All right.
Okay.
But just so you know, they know what I'm talking about.
Yes, they do.
Empire Strikes Back was not over. But anyway, Gray Areas is basically a little tale about a guy who ends up in a small town in Iowa. And shit, you've used the word twice, I'll use it once. Shit hits the fan. And, things start happening for 4 books.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. And you can find them on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple. Go to my website, whatever. And if you like to read, and if you can't read, then...
now, does it have anything to do with 50 Shades of Grey?
No. No, it
do you have any 50 Shades of Grey like storylines in your Gray Areas book?
Well, much like you've not seen Star Wars,
yes,
I have not seen that movie.
But
50 Shades of Grey.
You've heard about it.
I know there's a little bit of this and a little bit of that going on.
You're vaguely familiar.
A little bit of hanky-panky, right? Is that pretty much what's going on?
That's what I've heard.
It's a 70s word right there. Hanky-panky.
That's what I've heard.
That was a song, too.
It was.
Which is weird.
But whenever you're ready to play some Travis... I got to see the clock. Oh, we've still got 5 minutes. You know what I need to do? I need to read Susan Stewart's commercial one more time. She's our realtor from Keller Williams, and she has a heck of a deal going, guys. It's a seller's market right now in Platte County and the surrounding area. So if you're looking to sell, get on it. Susan Stewart of Keller Williams Realty has a spring special for you. From now through April 30th, her listing fee is only 1%. And with that, you're going to get 25 professional photos of your home, plus 2 hours of home staging consultation. Call Susan Stewart at 816-541-2830. What else do we need to talk about? Has anybody look at somebody making fun of me for knowing nothing about Star Wars?
You knew that was coming.
Yeah.
It probably happens to you a lot.
It does, but I'm proud to say I have never watched Star Wars, and I never will. I'm going to make that proclamation right here.
It's fine with me. Look, I will never make fun of you for being you. Never.
Thank you.
I may make fun of you, but I won't make fun of you for being you.
I'll be me, you be you.
Exactly. That's
right.
fine.
That's what America is all about.
Yes. Isn't it nicer doing this show with me instead of Candler, who's always trying to make you be him?
Who is Candler? Is that the guy that refuses to put on pants?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
and it's not attractive.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not. You don't know how many times Facebook has killed our videos when they see Candler without pants.
Ivan wakes up and he can't log into his Facebook page.
Like, nope.
Kicked you out.
Cannot promote that video. I'm sorry.
Nope. I'm sitting there looking up Travis Tritt. The very first album that he had that actually has a link on Wikipedia was 1990. But he had an album before that, a couple years before that, but the first one was 1990. And check out that picture.
Oh, boy. Yeah. When I saw him a year or two ago, he still had the long hair. Not quite... his hairline is back some now.
Yeah.
Obviously, look at mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's... That's a cute picture of him.
He's kind of puffy.
He's a little puffy. little swollen.
Yes.
Little swollen.
It's a little bit like Vince Neil with dyed hair.
That's exactly what he looks like.
Who's Vince Neil the lead singer for?
The Eagles. Oh, that's Vince Gill.
By the way, why is Vince Gill in the Eagles right now?
I told that to Cindy today, and she's like, no, he's not.
Yeah,
like, yes, he is.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Thank you. Good. I'm a big Eagles fan. Real quick, before we get into that. Big Eagles fan. Was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to like the Eagles when they started talking about bringing in Glenn Fry's son.
Right.
Okay, to take Glenn's spot. But after seeing him on YouTube, seeing how much he looks like his dad did in the 70s. I don't know if you've seen him, but he looks just like Glenn. He's got the long hair all one length. He wears his sunglasses on top of his head. He'll wear a Detroit Tigers jersey. I mean, literally, looks like his dad did in 1974 on stage. It's amazing. Yeah. Doesn't quite sound like him, but that's okay. So I still am okay with the Eagles. I'm not spending $250 for a ticket. I'm never going to go, you know. But Vince Gill, why?
What is the deal with concert tickets getting so outrageous in price these days?
Well, they would tell you that it's because they're not making any money on the music.
So they got
Right.
pitch it to take that.
Right.
concert. Okay.
Which is funny because I just tweeted about that here the other night. Somebody it was like Billboard magazine was saying something about it, and I was just like, you know what? Maybe if music didn't suck so much now, where you put an album out with 12 songs and one song is good and the rest of it's stuff that Ivan farted into a microphone, right?
Yeah.
You know, maybe people would pay for it.
I wish they would. I could make some money. Hey,
Exactly.
the answer to your question, I think, is Motley Crue.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Where did I get that? Oh, Jelana Lanning had that for us. I love saying her name. She can comment any show, and we'll just say the name.
That would be interesting.
Right, it would
Yes.
be.
Yes.
Well.
I'm sorry. You had a flash from the producer a second
Oh,
ago.
yeah. In a future episode, we're talking about music. There was a girl. She was like, what, 4 or 5. Her mom worked for us in the 1990s. Her mom, Connie. Last name was Dawkins at the time. She's had 2 or 3 different names since then. Ha, just kidding, Connie, but it's true. Connie Dawkins' daughter, Emma Jo, was like 5 years old. And there was a Platte City, what they call it, Zed Martin Day Festival. And Connie had this idea, let's enter Emma into the talent contest. Well, by golly, Emma, little 4 or 5-year-old Emma, entered and won that talent contest. And now Emma Jo is a paid performer. She has a new song coming out shortly. She lives in Raymore now. Connie lives down in Branson, I believe. Emma Jo, we are hoping to get her on the show.
Great.
Yeah, so she's got a new song coming out, and Emma Jo, the invitation is out there. We'll get you on Landmark Live. Come in here and do a little ditty for us. And Emma Jo, I think, does a Tuesday night live thing on Facebook. So
Wow.
search Emma Jo on Facebook and know that she has a background with the Landmark. So
That's fantastic.
Connie and Emma Jo, shout out to you folks tonight. Are you ready to play some Travis Tritt?
Yeah, I know nothing, but I'll do my best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to try. I mean, we've got these tickets to give away. Somebody may as well win them, right? Because you don't want them.
Maybe I do.
Maybe you do.
Not really.
Susan Wallen, Wallen, is who we are playing for first. Now, you've got to nail these, okay?
So I've got to nail it so Susan can.
Can win. Okay? We've got like 3 questions tonight because we have 3 prizes. The top prize
I better get in the chat.
is
Maybe somebody will give me the answer. Sorry,
they
let me
might.
cut you off. Yeah.
Hey, Emma Jo has a new album and CD release party on April 7th. Thank you for that, Connie.
Awesome.
Connie, I was just kidding about the 3 names. No, it's true. Connie knows that we like her a lot. We had fun with Connie when she worked here in the 90s. She's a good gal. Okay, here's the Travis Tritt tickets. These are for real. These are not fake. These are real tickets.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and let's see. I'm gonna try to find one that I think you'll get. It's a factor crap. We're gonna do Travis Tritt factor.
Oh, well, then at least it's multiple choice.
See,
50-50
you got a 50 chance of winning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty, here we go. Travis Tritt, factor crap. You know his famous song, Here's a Quarter, called Someone Who Cares, right? I mean, you're familiar with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that went to #1 on the country music charts. Is that fact or is that crap that it went to #1?
I'm gonna say it's fact.
That's crap.
Oh,
That is
man.
crap. You know what it topped out at? Number
40.
No, #2. It topped out at #2. I'm sorry,
Susan.
Susan. Brad blew that sucker for you.
Look, it was funny. Is I'm looking around for help. We got Ivan's here.
Yeah.
I get nothing.
Well,
I get other people here, and nobody can give you. They didn't want you to win, Susan. I don't know why.
This is good. Kat Smith has signed on. Kat is a local sheriff's department deputy. Actually, she's not a deputy. She's higher up than that. She's a sergeant, I think. Kat Smith. Okay,
I'm sure
so
she loved being called a deputy.
she's
just
going
now.
to, well, general terms, Kat. Sorry. I think she's a sergeant now.
Okay.
Might even be higher than that. I don't know, Kat. I don't want to undersell you. But anyway, we're playing for Kat right here.
Don't shoot.
Factor crap. Do not shoot. And I bet Kat likes to watch Live PD.
I bet she does.
Will she comment, or is she going to play shy? Kat, if you like to watch Live PD with Brad, Type that in. Let us know. And let's see if Kat gets to go to Travis Tritt. I've only got 3 questions, so I hope you get at least one of these.
In case you the answer here.
Travis Tritt once appeared on The Haunting of, which is a Lifetime Network show to talk about paranormal experiences. He says he was awakened on a regular basis by disembodied voices in a vacation cabin that he owned. Is that fact or is that crap?
I'm trying to think if there's a rhythm here. You know how it was when you were in school?
Yeah.
And then you were doing the ABCDs and you're like, you had like 3 A's in a row and you're like, there's no way this 4th one is A. But I think it's the answer.
Well,
So I'm gonna say fact.
nailed it!
Yes!
Yes, Kat, you're going to Travis Tritt.
You're welcome, Sergeant, Lieutenant,
Road Patrol Sergeant, I
Corporal,
believe.
Lance Corporal.
Travis Tritt, yes. Cat 1, Travis Tritt. What's our next? You're trying to tell me something. Oh, Mike Raymond. We're going to play for Mike Raymond. We have one more question tonight.
Oh.
So we have one more prize.
One more question. What are we giving away?
Well,
Cupcakes?
we're going to give away, imagine this. We have a free spray tan from Vic Perrin's Total Tan, okay? I've copied like 47 of these.
I've got 25 in my car.
So I just hand these out to random people on the street.
Yeah.
So, you know, but if you get this one right, our random friend Mike Raymond is going to win a spray tan from Total Tan. Okay? And Mike, if you don't want that, if for some reason you don't want a spray tan, I've got a free 1-year Landmark subscription for you if Brad gets this question correct.
Which one is worth more? Because he can sell it.
I don't know.
I'm kidding.
I don't know what Vic gets for a spray tan. Probably,
1%. 1% listing fee.
Here we go. Travis Tritt and Billy Ray Cyrus once had a bit of a mini feud after Tritt criticized Billy Ray Cyrus's song "Achy Breaky Heart," saying he didn't think Billy Ray's song made a statement. Is that fact or is that crap? Little feud between Travis and Billy Ray. A couple of legendary musicians.
That sounded very legit until read that last part again.
Okay.
Think it made
he
a-
criticized Billy Ray's song "Achy Breaky Heart," saying he didn't think Billy Ray's song made a statement. Do songs typically make a statement, or they just sometimes they do?
Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Right?
Well, yeah, that's
mean-
the funny part. When after you answer this, that's funny you should mention that because I'm going to tell you the rest of the story about it.
Okay, good. I thought also you were going to say that Travis Tritt made fun of him for his mullet. But didn't Travis Tritt have
They
a
each
mullet?
had a mullet. It was
Exactly.
Mullet Wars. It was Mullet
Wars. That could have something. If the feud actually exists and did happen, it was probably more along the lines of hair. It probably starts with hair. I'm going to say true.
Yes.
Hey!
Correct. Mike, you win either a spray tan or a free 1-year subscription, whichever you prefer. Just let us know. And somebody commented something I
I
wanted
could
to
have
touch
looked
on.
so stupid and missed all of those. Thank God after that first one.
Yeah, it was a rough start, but you got rolling.
Yes, thank you.
got
Yes.
rolling, and-
You were going to finish telling something
Yeah, the
about-
funny part when you said after Travis Tritt had criticized Billy Ray's song, well, Billy Ray then at an award show got up and threw some shade back at Travis Tritt by saying, "Well, what about this call a quarter? Here's a quarter, call someone who cares. What kind of statement does that
See?
song make?"
You can tell who's a Billy Ray guy, can't you?
You
Sorry, Travis.
nailed it. You
Yeah.
tied that together, and you
See?
didn't even know.
Yeah.
How about that, you guys? Whew.
By the way, Achy Breaky Heart, pretty dumb song. By the
Yeah,
way.
it was, but it was catchy. It had a catchy tune.
You know, let me tell you something.
And
Radio was so screwed up back then. I worked for like a top 40 like station. Radio was so screwed up back then that they were playing country music on top 40 stations. I had to play that song on the radio.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a country station that I worked for. So
we went to a Billy Ray concert in St. Joe at the Civic Arena in St. Joe, right when Achy Breaky Heart was just
you saw him at
becoming a
that.
thing. So I saw Billy Ray and his mullet in person.
You did.
Little did we know that he would one day be the daddy of Miley Cyrus. Huh?
Oh, is he the daddy of Miley Cyrus or is he the daddy of Katy Perry? I get them confused now. They look.
They're one and the same. Aren't
Yeah,
they?
they look very
Separated
similar.
at birth.
You probably don't watch that show though.
I
don't
don't, but
really
I
watch
saw
it.
you tweet about it, so I went to YouTube and I watched the clip, and I'm like, Brad's got to nice point here. You want to talk about that real quick?
Well, yeah, I don't really watch the show either, but when American Idol first started up here again a couple weeks ago, Katy Perry got really weird with a couple of good-looking guys. The first time it was she was just like slobbering all over the guy. She was like going up to Luke Bryan, the other guy, you know, going, oh, look at how cute he is. And I'm like, man, control yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and then she ended up kissing another one in another episode, and I'm like thinking to myself, and I double standards, folks. Lionel Richie could not have done that, right? To some young,
he would have been hashtag Me Too.
Yeah, exactly.
Been a hashtag.
Exactly. So it's just really weird. It's I don't know, bad TV.
Yeah, well, it is bad. What is the name of that show anyway? Is that
That's American Idol.
That's American Idol.
Yeah,
There's
the new American Idol.
So many of those I can't keep them straight.
Yeah, I agree. The Voice. Yeah.
Guys, one more time, if you're looking to sell your home, now's the time. It's a seller's market, and we've got a realtor for you. She's sponsoring tonight's show, Susan Stewart of Keller Williams Realty. She's got a spring special for you, a 1% listing fee. List your home with Susan. And with that 1% fee, which is amazingly low and incredible, you're going to get 25 professional photos of your home and 2 hours of home staging consultation from Susan. Call Susan Stewart at 816-541-2830 and tell Susan thanks for sponsoring Landmark Live. And thanks to Brad Carl for coming on tonight.
I'm really happy for you. I think this is fantastic. You know, I did pretend radio.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I did pretend radio for a long time. And not one time could I get anybody to give me money for a sponsorship.
Really?
So I was either really, really bad, or maybe I just wasn't asking the right people.
You gotta ask the right people.
Yeah, or maybe just ask people, period.
And the good thing is we get people actually calling us, say, hey, I would like to sponsor. In fact, Susan did that. So
that is awesome.
We appreciate those kind of folks, too. So any business folks out there or folks who work for business folks, call us or Facebook me. Ask if you can be a sponsor, because I guarantee you, you can. We will work you in at some point. We are unlimited sponsorships. Okay, rock and roll, and the price is amazing, and the benefits are even more amazing.
Yeah, next time, I mean, you could actually, if you had more than one sponsor, you could alternate between me and you reading them.
Yeah, and the night we had, was it McCartney? We had 2 sponsors that night. I
Mike
mean,
McCartney.
that's the first time we had tried that. It worked out well. We'll do 2 or more sponsors from now on.
Makes sense.
So let's rock and roll. Anything else we need to wrap up? Someone wants to know if Susan can sell houses in Iowa. I doubt that she's licensed in Iowa, but we'll ask her, okay? But anyway, hey, subscribe to the Landmark. Looky here, guys. The Landmark newspaper, that's the newspaper we are representing. Yes. If you'd like a subscription, call us right here at this number, 816-858-0363. Operators are standing by.
I do have one more thing I'd like to say.
Yes.
I want my friend Grant, that's a friend of mine, Grant, that I grew up with, the guy who's in there. And I want him to know that, I feel bad that I didn't get in your basketball pool. I haven't gotten into your basketball pool in about, 46, 47 years.
Yeah, well, don't break the streak.
Right, exactly. But the only reason that I got in yours was because of the pressure that you applied to me.
Right.
Yes. You threatened to have Cat Smith shoot me if I didn't get in it. Plus, it was free.
Yes. And hey, if you won a prize tonight, come into the office and pick it up. We're at 252 Main Street. Or Mike, if you want that free subscription for 1 year, just send me a Facebook message or email me, Ivan@PlaqueCountyLandmark.com. We'll get you set up if you'd rather have that than the spray tan. Kat, you're going to have to come in and pistol whip me if you want those Travis Tritt tickets or something. But if you come in, Kat, these are yours. You can use them or get rid of them, but they belong to you. You'll have fun at the Travis Tritt concert. Let's see, when is that? That is Friday, April 27th. Guys, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. Hey, keep following the Landmark. You want to know how you're doing in the bracket battle, you need to get out and buy a copy of this week's paper. Here's the headlines. Look, Quick Trip is building a new store in Platte City. That's a big story right there. We've been waiting for that. They're going to start breaking ground on that. The current store will stay open while the new one is being built. How about that? That starts in May. Don't forget, LC's Hamburgers is coming to town too. I see they're advertising for help. So if you need a job, LC's has a help wanted sign up in their window. So check them out. We'll see you next week. We'll have a show next Thursday. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but follow us on Facebook and Twitter and in the newspaper. You'll figure it out. Brad, thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Ivan.
All right, buddy.
Always a pleasure.
Appreciate it. See you guys next time. Thanks.